In the E-Block today, you may have heard actor Ed Asner, the blustery but lovable Lou Grant in 2 successful television series, has died. He was 91. Asner was a journeyman actor in films and TV when he was hired in 1970 to play the grumpy TV news boss Lou Grant on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. The show ended after 7 seasons, and Asner then moved on to star in Lou Grant, playing the same character but in a newspaper drama. He won Emmys for both shows as well as for Rich Man, Poor Man and Roots. And Ed Asner had strong connections right here in West Michigan. Producer Patrick Ziegler worked with him on 3 separate projects, all Michigan specific. Earlier I spoke with him via Zoom as he reflected on the actor's kindness.
I think his legacy is being spoken. I think he was a generous man. And I think he didn't do it for the accolades. People would call him, I just read a tweet from Judd Apatow that 2 weeks ago, Ed was calling him up and saying, how can we do a fundraiser for this charity? You know, I think what is beautiful is that there are 3 projects. One he came to Grand Rapids for, one that's based in Grand Rapids and one that's based in Kalamazoo. So he's got West Michigan ties through Teresa and I and our company, Fubble Entertainment.
99-year-old Betty White now remains the only surviving member of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And Tony Dow, who played Big Brother Wally Cleaver in the Golden Age TV classic Leave It to Beaver, was hospitalized with pneumonia over the weekend after a stress-filled 24-hour wait just for a hospital bed. The 76-year-old ex-child star's wife blames it to a shortage of hospital beds caused by the surge of Delta variant infections in California. She says her husband waited 24 hours suffering in the waiting room before being treated. He has tested negative for COVID. And it was a history-making weekend at the movies. Entertainment Tonight's Nichelle Turner is here to tell us all about it. Hi, Nichelle.
That's right, Kirk. Candyman topped the box office, and director Nia DaCosta became the first ever black female director to debut a movie at #1.
Say his name.
Candyman! Nia's horror reboot scared up over $22 million to earn her the top spot and a place in film history.
These incredible Black stories are at the center now of the horror genre. How does it feel to see that shifting and that focus changing?
It's really cool and exciting. You know, there's so many more Black filmmakers working in so many different kinds of genres today, and I'm really excited about that and excited to be a part of that.
My victim.
This is not real. It's not real.
This is more like elevated horror and just expanding the genre to include faces and stories that look like our own is really exciting.
The way that we do it allows us to present a Candyman that the audience can understand and empathize more than they fear.
Emmy winner and Watchmen star Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and WandaVision's Tiana Paris take on the hook-handed urban legend. Tiana will team up with Nia a second time in the sequel to Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, The Marvels, out next year.
I'm floating on cloud 9. I'm really excited.
The movie is going to be a really wild ride. I'm really excited.
And tune into ET tonight for our interview with Jay-Z. He's talking Beyonce, breaking barriers, plus remembering Ed Asner, our time with the TV legend. Don't miss it. For Entertainment Tonight, I'm Nichelle Turner.
That's it for today's E-Block. George is next with more on the forecast. We'll be right back.